Hi, here we are in take number 7. The reason I have this little blanket on me is because I'm going to be able to tell us in tape number 6. Where are we going this week? Well, let's see. I think we're going to Argentina, Brazil. I would guess we're going to South America. That's kind of fascinating. I wonder what the music of South America sounds like. Well, we have one composer that thought it sounded like this.
Running around, trying everything new, but nothing impressed me at all.
This is Andrew Lloyd Webber's version of Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. He started in the middle so you could hear the main theme.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is, I never left you.
Now, why did I play that? Because when you get to Argentina, I don't think the music's going to sound a thing like that. The way we're going to do South America this week is the way that we've done some of the others. You can pick Argentina and you can pick Bolivia. You pick any of the South American countries and compare to them if you want to, or you can compare the music of one country with its own self. Or I'm going to throw this out because it's not in the assignment, it's not even in the textbook. You might want to listen to the music of Mexico and Central America and compare those with South America. Now that means if you do it, you're going to have to do it on your own on the side. And it means you would have to look it up and do some research. But some of you do really great research. So that is one of the ways you can do it. You can pick South America, you can pick music, Argentina, or you can move ahead. And why am I up here so close to the camera looking at you? Because I want to show you what you could do if you would happen to go outside. And we'll wait for this to download. But let's say that you write your papers just like you have in the past. You've been doing a great job. Did you notice over my shoulder I have we won't do the slide normally, I'll tell you that. That I'm pretty sure of. But listen to this one. Okay, now I could get to listening out all the time. Rafael Mendez was a great Spanish trumpet player, sort of associated with the University of Arizona. I had the opportunity to play in a band, and he was the soloist. This was in Kansas. He was traveling, and the thing I remembered about him was that he had a great amount of ability and a great temper. So you could compare the music of Mexico, like, is it going to sound like that? I don't know. I'm just telling you the two songs you heard were what we think the music sounds like. Now, when you get to South America, Mexico, and Central America, it may not sound the same. Now, you can look at your textbook and you're going to say, well, wait a minute, we only have South America there. That's right. But I've also noticed some of you research outside the textbook. So you have a choice this week. You can stay with the textbook and do South American, pick South American countries, or one South American country and do a couple of things in the South American country. That was very innovative for one of you one time to do the ancient and the new. Or you can do a South American country and compare Mexico, which would require outside research. Now, Mexico in itself could be an interesting course to study. You could always do the influence there, like La Bamba, which I'll have to tell you a secret. Richie Valens didn't speak Spanish. Anyway, so let's go ahead and look at the many aspects of music of South America. South America, in our definition, is going to be anything south of the Rio Grande. So, with that in mind, I want to tell you that my friends travel a lot. They bring me back blankets, so I have their blanket here. Um, so, when you travel, do you pick up souvenirs? I'd love to tell you the calendar on my wall is a souvenir that I picked up while our class was traveling to the east. You'll notice it's an oriental looking calendar. Actually, it came from a really nice restaurant in the Red Bridge area where I like to eat Chinese food. And I had a meeting in that area Saturday, so I picked up the calendar and lots of Chinese food to bring home. So, what I want you to do is this. Compare the music of South America with the music of South America, different countries, or within itself, or within Central America or Mexico, which would require outside research, but that's up to you. Some of you like to do it. Now, this is our last course, and you have last class in this course. You've done a really great job. I've enjoyed your papers. Your forum has shown me that you do not all like the same music, and that is so great because that shows me you're all individuals. And I'm a great believer in people being individuals, and you have done that. I'm also a highly structured person. Some of you have figured out from the way I grade your papers. So, with that in mind, what I want you to do is tell me someday that this course is a success. Now, how will I know if it's a success? 10, 20, 30 years from now, when you're walking through a mall and you recognize me, walking through the mall too, and if you recognize me 30 years from now walking in a mall, we will all be really excited and impressed. But stop me and say, you know, I traveled around the world to listen to different music from different countries because I enjoyed your class so much. Or maybe just say, I picked up songs from one of those countries and I listened to it a lot. I noticed one of you had mentioned you were going to start using the music in some of your work. That is so cool. That is what these classes are for. You're not going to learn everything, you're not going to like everything, but if you pick one or two things out and use them for the rest of your life, that is great. You expand on your rules. That is great. So, what do I want you to do? Just write your great papers you've been writing. Come in with the really brilliant comments on the forum that you've been doing, and I'll slip off my jacket now and say that I thoroughly enjoyed your class. I hope we meet again someday, and have fun out there, because that's what I think music is for, is to be enjoyable and fun. Thank you, and I hope to see you again someday.